Hi readers, welcome back to Sandra is Book, where we talk all things book and bookish related. So today we have a reading vlog, and this reading vlog is basically kind of like a two-part reading vlog. I mean, it's mixed, but it's a two-part reading vlog. On the one hand, I read November releases, books that have been released in November and books that I've been highly anticipating. And then on the other hand, I am visiting a bookstore in Toronto, Balfour Books. It's a second-hand bookshop. It's an amazing bookshop. So I'll be like reviewing that bookshop and what I did that day, as well as the books that I bought. And yeah, and then I'm gonna come back at the end and give you my thoughts on the books that I'm reading and what's to come next. Alright, I hope you enjoy. Hi, I have some cool new releases and I can't wait to open them and share them with you. I know every one of these books that are coming in, and that's why I'm so excited. Okay, let's start with the first one. The first one I'm super hyped for because she emailed me graciously, so nicely, and she's from Canada as well, and this is her debut novel, and it's a queer novel, and it has a lot of the similar themes that I love to read about. So when she told me and when she messaged me, I'm like, yes, please, Queen, send it to me so I can read it and recommend it to my following. And yeah, so let me just open this up for you guys. Oh, there's a note here too. She's so cute. So let's go with the book first. And oh, she wrapped it like this. It's so cute. So it's an incarnation of shadow and light, and it's giving me very much like the Atlas 6 vibes in the cover, and it's so gorgeous. Look at that. And it's by S.A. Christensen, and actually her first name is Samantha. And Samantha, if you're watching this, thank you for sending me this, and I can't wait to start your novel and review it. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna read the back cover and what it says. It says here, in the kingdom of I can't spell that, Vercio or Vercio? Vercio? Only a handful of people known as Incarnate can use magic. Equally feared and respected, they are revered as saints and indulged like gods. Ooh. But the sudden death of Vercial's rulers unleashes a power struggle between four Incarnate, each seeking power to fulfill their own desires. I love this so much already. Gabriel, a charismatic socialite who takes darker paths to avoid slipping back into powerlessness. Zoe, the daughter of a disgraced merchant, determined to carve a new path for her life. Nicholas, an exiled prince trying to escape the ghosts of his past. Silje, an assassin who will stop at nothing until she sees the adoration she has always been denied. Infighting and betrayal runs rampant as each becomes worse than their problems in order to solve them. Oh my god. This is a really thick book actually. Okay, let's just unwrap this quickly. Oh, there we go. It's unraveling. Woohoo. And wow, okay, the font is really big, but it's about like almost 500 pages. Oh my god, guys, it has chapter headings, and I think I just saw something. I saw like a, what did I see? Oh yeah, I did character drawings. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for us. So yes, definitely gonna read this one and report back to you guys. And thank you so much, Samantha, for sending this to me. It means the world. I am so happy that you trusted me with your baby, your book baby, and congratulations on its release, its upcoming release. I don't know, depends on when I post this, but I will definitely review the book and yes, share the love. Okay, so the second book, it's a graphic novel, and if you already know, you know what it is. It's the Saga Volume 10, and like, is it 10? Yes, it's 10. It's here. It's literally in my hands right now. I think this delayed for like 2 or 3 years. They were on a hiatus and people were starting to think that they would never come back, but I had faith that they would come back. So definitely had to pre-order this. I didn't care about the price, money, whatever. I'm like, pre-order now. I want this now. So yes, I got this. Can't wait to read this. and she's all grown up now. Look at that. If some of you don't know what this is the Saga series by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. It's a very popular graphic novel series. It's taken like the internet by a storm and the graphic novel community by a storm, so I highly recommend it. It's set in sci-fi. Two races come together, much like Romeo and Juliet kind of, and then they have this child, but two planets are at war, and then we follow like everyone involved and both sides and every side character that's along for the journey as well. Then we have this little guy, and I know what this is. Let's just open it up. Oh my god, oh my god. It's Novelist as a Vocation by Haruki Murakami, our famous Japanese author, writer. And yes, I love his work. I love 1984. Wait, sorry, I lied. I love Norwegian Wood and what I talk about when I talk about running. So yes, I had to get this. It's a book of his novelistic life, his life as a novelist, so I had to pre-order and get this. It's about, am I the only one who get obsessed with like page count? It's about 100, 200 pages. So I'm hauling this at the beginning of November when it first came out, and I'm just really excited to read this because November is the perfect month to read this, and because it's National Novel Writing Month. So if you want to know my process and my thinking about that and what I'm doing for NaNoWriMo, you could always follow my second channel, which is my writing channel. And I actually have a third channel as well, but you guys already know that, so just look at the description down below. But I'm really excited to read all three of these books, all three new releases. I've never been so on point and caught up with new releases, but like I'm literally dropping every other book that I'm reading just to read these three, so follow me along. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I don't remember what it's like to film for the camera. It's very awkward. I don't even want to look at the camera. Like, it's a habit, and if you stop for like a day or a week or a month even, or maybe 2 months, it gets harder every time. So yeah, I'm wearing my Nirvana shirt. It's a very old shirt, my comfort shirt, my at-home shirt. It has a hole now officially. Where is it? I mean, I think it adds to the aesthetic, but whatever. I need to get a new Nirvana shirt. It's been a while that I haven't bought one, because fun fact, I love Nirvana, and I have a Nirvana tattoo lyric in Kurt Cobain's handwriting on my body. So I don't think I've ever said that out loud to the camera before, so that's a fun fact. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish reading Novelist as a Vocation by Haruki Murakami. I'm gonna finish An Incarnation of Shadow and Light by S.A. Christensen, which I'm really enjoying. And I'm gonna finish reading, or I'm actually gonna start reading Saga Volume 10 because I can't believe it's here. So yeah, I'm going to start with some of the essays here. I've started this already, I'm enjoying it, and I'm just gonna read and give you more of my thoughts and impressions. This is what always happens. I'm reading and then work calls, and then I have to go and do some work. This sucks. I don't know why there's a fire truck in front of my house. I'm gonna go and investigate that first and then get to work and get back to reading life.
But basically, the point of this is that I stopped stealing personalities by the time I was like 16, maybe 17. And now I have no fucking clue who I am. Like, I have no idea. So
Hi, the lighting is atrocious in my bedroom, but it will do for now. So I have been working and stressed since 7 a.m. and now it's like 4 p.m. Friday. And like I'm just so tired and I really want a cappuccino from McDonald's, and I've been wanting a cappuccino from McDonald's for a few days now. So like I was like, today if I get through this order, this online order, I will reward myself. So I basically have like a few minutes to go get it, drink it, because then when my mom comes home we're gonna go to the gym. So yeah, I want to drink that before going to the gym. So like it's not far away, but it's like traffic hour and like I don't really feel like going, but I just got dressed ready for the gym, so I'm like I might as well go. And yeah, I was so stressed and like working so hard that like I scratched my nose and I didn't realize, but like I peeled off a good chunk from my nose and I don't know what to do now. I hope I don't wake up tomorrow and it looks like super bad, because it's like burned off. It's like a burn. That's how much I scratched it and like rubbed it. So basically like I can't put anything on there because it's gonna burn and it's gonna infect it and it's gonna make it worse and it's gonna look worse and it's not gonna heal well. So if I show up tomorrow and it's all red or brown or whatever, I'm like, ugh, you know, because I have to film and stuff. But it is what it is. Hopefully I'll learn my lesson and not pick my face, but I never learned my lesson. So let's go to McDonald's to get my cappuccino and I will come back. See you later. It's funny, I'm talking like as if I had a shot of espresso, but I haven't. I've only had 2 coffees today, and if anyone who knows me knows that 2 coffee is not a lot. So yeah, I want to go and do that before I crash, because I want to like kill my workout and then I want to do some work and then go to bed today. So okay, I'm just stalling at this point. Okay, let's go. Not only did I get my coffee, my cappuccino, but I also got my chair in the mail and I can't wait to set it up probably tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna go in this vlog or in next week's vlog, but I really need a good chair where I could sit at my desk, because I don't do any work at my desk. Like I'll sit there for max 1 hour, but I'll sit at the dinner table and do work all day because the chairs downstairs are much more comfortable. So I'm just hoping that this chair is comfortable. It's good for my height because I'm really tall. So when I was shopping on Amazon, most of the reviews were like, if you're 5'9" or 5'10", which isn't that even that tall, like that this chair is not gonna do for you. Because I saw this like nice velvet chair and it looks super comfortable, but when I saw the reviews it was like literally discouraging any tall people from buying it, and I was like, fuck. But yeah, so that's that. So I hope that it's gonna be comfortable. I hope that I can like, I like to sit like weird, like I sit normal and then I sit like with my knees up, you know, like the monk stance, you know, like with your legs crossed. So basically, yeah, I just hope that this chair is gonna be the chair for me, because I want to do a lot of writing and I want to do a lot of work at my desk again. So I like my other chair that I got from IKEA. It's not comfortable, it's a plastic chair, but it's amazing for filming. So when you guys see me film a video at my bookshelves and there's no background behind me, it's because I'm sitting on that chair and it's perfect for that. So I don't want to get rid of it. I'll leave it in front of my bookshelves or use it for my feet. So but yeah, let's see. I'll either assemble it tomorrow or this weekend or the next weekend. Depends on when my dad wants to help me, because if I do it I risk fucking something up. So okay, please don't look at the mess, but me and my dad, we finally installed my chair and it's beautiful. I love it. It's comfortable. I got to work finally for the first time 2 days in a row at my desk and it's amazing. I love it. I bought it on Amazon. I know not everyone likes Amazon, and I don't really buy things from Amazon. This is like one of my only big purchases. I've ever got from Amazon. And actually we had some problems with it, but I won't get into that. Everything is fine now. Everything looks good. Everything came in good order. So I'll link that chair down below because honestly, I freaking highly recommend that chair. Doesn't matter how tall you are, because I know some chairs, that's a recurrent problem if you're too tall or too short for the chair. This one is perfectly adjustable. This is not an ad. I just really like this chair, and it looks so much more elegant on face to face in real life than on the picture. So I'm so happy about that. I just love it. So I'll link it down below in case you guys wanted a new chair while you're writing, reading, working in your office, working from home, etc., as I do. So yeah. So the thing that I was afraid of happening did happen. So my nose is in fact burnt. I'm gonna just zoom in quickly. So I've been trying to heal it. It's not been that bad. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be worse. So far so good. However, I still don't know. Like, I still feel like it's too fresh, too raw, too not dry enough to like cover and film the videos that I want to film. Maybe I will attempt to film and see how it looks. I don't think it looks that bad, but no, it actually looks pretty bad. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I have to wait another week before filming some more videos, because I just don't want to cover it up and make it worse and get a scar, right? So it's better to leave it loose, just film some vlog content and film like actual videos next week. Anyways, I have videos that I could edit and post, so it doesn't really matter right now. I'm gonna go and explain what I did yesterday, because yesterday was pretty fun. So I went into the big city, Toronto. For those of you who don't know, I live like an hour out from Toronto, so commuting wise it takes like about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because I don't want to take the train, etc. It's a whole story. Those who know, those who live in Ontario know how it is and know how public transit is and how our traffic is like. So I went to Balfour Books in Toronto in College Street. College Street is literally kind of part of the University of Toronto campus, and that was the university I attended for 5 years, so I felt very reminiscent. And I kind of like was like, oh my god. I told my friend, I'm like, I want to go back to school. And he was like, well, you do research every day and you do the same things that you did in school, so you know, he's like, I understand the feeling, but you know, it's just a feeling, and everyone wishes they had a do-over in their university days, me included. So yeah, made me feel better. So Balfour Books, we spent about an hour in there because it was just like a lovely secondhand bookshop. It had like books on the floor, but it was well kept. It wasn't dirty. The floors were clean. Everything was clean. And they had like little books, little tiny pocket back books, and then they had regular books, and things were alphabetically sorted at least. And then there was categories, and the categories were written in a Scrabble, looking like it was like with Scrabble they were written. I don't know how to explain it. I'll insert a clip anyways. And yeah, so I wasn't expecting to find anything, and if I was going to find something, I was going to buy only one book and save my money and not buy more books, because as you guys know, I've bought too many books this year. But I said, if I found editions or authors that I can't find anywhere and that I really love, then obviously I knew it would be a different scenario, but I wasn't expecting to find what I found. So let me just show you what I found. So I got this bag. The nice gentleman put all my books in the bag. So let's start with the least exciting thing, but which turned out to be pretty exciting because I've never heard of this book, but it looks so good. This was in the $1 section, and it's called Emily's Voice by Suzanne Dunlap. And honestly, I've seen that there's not that many reviews online. It's an older book, but it's about composers. It's set in Paris, and the author herself was a PhD student in music history at Yale, and so she has been the director of opera, etc., etc. So she used her skills and she applied it into a novel, a fiction form. And it's interesting to read this blurb and this info about the author because I was just reading A Novelist as a Vocation with Murakami, and Murakami was just explaining how people from so many different disciplinary in like what they teach and what they learn and what they, you know, go to school for, end up writing a fiction book and using their knowledge in there. And so it's that idea that we all have at least one novel or one area of interest in ourselves, and then you have novelists that are just like love to just keep on researching and keep on writing for a living, right? It's a very interesting concept, and I do see this a lot where someone has a field of study, a field of interest, and then they write a one-hit book or one book, and it's like, that's it, that's all I had in me, and it's wonderful and it's beautiful. But yeah, and then you have novelists that are just like, I'm gonna write for the rest of my life if I can, and some attempt, some don't, some stick with it, like Murakami and Stephen King and etc. But yeah, pretty interesting concept. And I just love reading about craft because then I start thinking about how other books are made, how other authors write their books. And anyways, that's a long-winded presentation of this book. And the shopkeeper gave me a bookmark of Balfour books, and the bookmark is absolutely gorgeous. I was not expecting that. If I knew how pretty it was, I would have probably asked for 2, but I'm gonna definitely go back there. So that's the first book. But then I found Somerset Maugham's books, okay, and it's in the beautiful freaking edition that I love. So we have The Moon and Sixpence, then we have Collected Short Stories 2, Collected Short Stories 3 and 4, and they didn't have an edition of the first one. The man helped me look for it, but we didn't find one in these editions. And those of you who watch my channel saw that I read Razor's Edge, and I had Razor's Edge in this edition, and I loved it, and I read it, and I enjoyed it. And I've done a lot of research on Somerset because you guys know that I'm writing a book that's set in the French Riviera. So I read all these books that are set in the French Riviera and all these informational book like the literary guide of the French Riviera. And it had Somerset, it had Edith Wharton, Colette, and all these other people that back in the 20s, 30s, 40s were really involved in that area. So Somerset is definitely an author that I am in love with now, and I want to read everything he's ever published. He also has an interesting story as he started off as a doctor and now he became a novelist, etc. Anyways, long story. I have also Of Human Bondage in this edition. So those were the 2 initial books that I only had, and so now I need to collect the Collected Short Stories Volume 1. So I will be going all around Toronto at some point to find that volume so I can start the collections in order. And I really want to collect more of these editions, and I think I have pretty much everything by Somerset Maugham, but if not, I will check and see if I still am missing something. But I freaking love these black editions. They're so beautiful. Like, we don't make books like these anymore, and they're like worn but not too worn. Like, they look amazing, and they were only about $5 each, and I was just like so freaking happy, and I had to get them. Then, to make matters even better for me, I found this book, and it's Alexander Pushkin's Eugene Onegin, or Onegin? I don't know how to spell it, I'm so sorry. I just watched a video the night before I bought this and I saw this. I was just watching one of Emmy's video from this channel, Emmy. She's also a Toronto book creator. She's been doing this for a while now, and she was reading this and she had gave it a good review. And I've always wanted to read Pushkin because I took Russian novel class and I've read a lot of the, you know, big 3, which is Tolstoy, Gogol, Nabokov. Actually, wait, I'm missing a 4th one. Dostoevsky. Come on, Dostoevsky. You guys already know I've almost read everything by Dostoevsky. My god, I can't speak today. So yeah, I don't know what this one's about, but it says here, unfolding the story in which love seesaw between Tatiana and the dashing cynical Ungin. Pushkin draws our moods that are by turns comic and sad, thoughtful and frivolous, lighthearted and passionate, but always subliminally appropriate. As John Bailey says in his introduction, the story is so lifelike that we all speculate about hero and heroine as we do about friends and relations, or about characters of Shakespeare and Jane Austen. All that side of the matter has the quality of gossip raised to a celestial level of art. Okay, this sounds really good. And it's a play. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is a play. It's pretty cool. And it's very short. So, reading this next year. And then the last book that I got in a beautiful edition again, because I love these old black Penguin classics. The only thing is that the book is well bound together, but it's not bound to the dust jacket. But the dust jacket is in such a freaking beautiful condition, and the book is as well. I just need to find a way to either attach it or just keep it the way it is. I don't mind, because I could just read this and not worry about breaking the cover, and then I just attach the back when I'm done. So the reason why I want to get this, and people and fans of Dark Academia and the Secret History will know, it's the Bacchae and Other Plays by Euripides, and we all know, I mean, those who know what the Bacchae is about. And although I know what it's about, that it's part of the Trojan Wars and the Trojan woman, I still don't really know what it's about. So I want to read this and all the other plays by Euripides, because Euripides is one of the Greek tragic playwrights that I have not read anything from. Or have I? I don't know. It's so hard, because you know, when you go to university, you end up reading like a million things and then you forget. But if I have read anything by Euripides, I believe I might have read something in French by Euripides. Bacchae is basically about mob violence and mass hysteria. And then we have also the women in Troy here. Yeah, we have, okay, these are the play. We have Ion, the Women of Troy, Bacchae, and Helen. So can't wait to read these tragic Greek plays. So yeah, so those were the books that I got. Honestly, it's not that much considering me. Okay, but considering I was gonna go for only one book if I could find anything, I'm surprised. But great prices. I paid $31 for literally 7 books, and most of them favorite authors, and also books that I've been craving and wanting for a while, and beautiful editions that secondhand books will only carry. So I've been so lucky, and honestly, such a success. And I rate the bookshop literally just also because of the books that I got, 5 out of 5 stars. Great atmosphere, great selection, great location, great everything. Honestly, I highly recommend if you live in Toronto or if you're visiting Toronto to pass by. Oh my god, I'm so thirsty. I made like tea and coffee, and I wasn't planning on filming this much of me rambling about the excitement that I faced yesterday, but so after that we went to Bampot Tea House, and it's a anti-cafe based model tea house, tea shop, and basically you sit down and you can pay for 2 hours of seating for $11, and the soup is included and unlimited tea and coffee is included. So me and my friend, we went. It was the second time, it was my first time, and yeah, it was a great experience. If I ever went back, I told my friend like it'd be nice spending a whole day here and like just paying the whole day fee and just having tea as much as we like and doing stuff like activities, writing, reading, whatever. So but we had a great time, and we had 3 separate teas, and they were all really good. The first one we had was the unicorn tea, and that was like a, what kind of blend was that? It was like a sour fruity blend. Then we had the Hobbit that I chose because it's the Hobbit, and it was more like a sweet oolong maple, and it was really good. And then the third one we had was Mr. Darcy, because literary references, amazing. And the Darcy one, my friend didn't like it, but I liked it because obviously it was British and it was Earl Grey mixed with something else in there. And I like all 3 teas. There are tea and tea flavors I've never in my life tried before, or combinations I've never tried before. So it was really interesting. Definitely would recommend going there for a few hours and trying out all their teas and seeing which one is the best. I just love the motto of the tea shop. I wish we were there for longer, and I wish that we had the nicer seatings, because they have tables and then they have like cushion seating. So next time I definitely want to try those out, because that's what we were hoping to get. But it was busy. It was a freaking Sunday night, so obviously it was going to be busy, but great experience. I had a great time. Hey guys, so I look like this because I'm trying Beauty Counter's charcoal mask, and this company, their mission is to eliminate toxins and chemicals inside beauty products, which, you know, cause cancer and really damage your skins. So yes, I know the lady that works for them, or that promotes them, so she kindly gave me a few free samples to try out and to give my opinions on. So this is not sponsored, but I have been sent these products for review. So yeah, so I'm just trying it out. We have other products here, and we have for, you know, rejuvenating the skin and whatnot. I have one package for me, one package for my mom. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the information down below. Like I said, this is not sponsored in any way, but I really like and support the message. I personally don't use that much beauty products because I'm never sure about what I'm using. So I like that there's a company that is literally set the intentions to make cleaner and better products. So yeah, and that's Beauty Counter once more. My skin feels so fresh right now. Oh my god, I love this. Definitely need to start wearing more mask, and might order their face mask thing, their charcoal face mask. Yeah, so now we're gonna read Saga Volume 10, because I can't believe it's finally being released after 2 years. So can't wait to read it, and I'll share my non-spoilery thoughts at the end, and maybe some spoilery thoughts. We'll see what I feel like, but I hope I remember how it left off. I think I do remember clearly how I left off the volume 9. So, and I saw online that volume 11 is in the works, so I'm so happy about that. Oh my god, I remember how it ends. Oh, I'm so sad all over again. Those who know will know what I'm talking about. What? So we've come to the end. These are the books that I read in this vlog specifically, and so I'm just gonna go through them quickly, give you my thoughts and impressions, and I'm going to talk about the upcoming vlogs this year. So yes. First I read An Incarnation of Shadow and Light by S.A. Christensen, and honestly I did not read this much on vlog because I was reading it before I started the vlog, and I finished it like more or less while I was first starting the vlog because the author kindly sent me this book and I wanted to review it for her. And so all thoughts and opinions are my own, but she did send me the book. There's no promo besides that fact. So I really enjoyed it. It was a really good debut. I do believe at some point this book is going to get more hype and traction. The cover is stunning. The book itself is pretty original. I really started to like the characters. So we follow these 4 incarnate, and they're like these rare godlike figures in this society, in this world, and people revere them and worship them. And so things are getting a little bit heated because there's one kingdom that doesn't like them and wants to execute them, and then there's the other parts of the world that actually reveres them and that, you know, wants to have them as exemplary, as like a blessing. They're like a blessing. Their eyes are different and they have like special abilities. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. I don't want to say too much more about it because I want you guys to discover it on your own. But I really can't wait for the sequel. I contacted the author, I messaged her, and I was like, I hope there's a sequel, and she confirmed it, so I'm very excited. And yeah, I hope to read the sequel probably this time next year. Then I read some Novelist as a Vocation by Haruki Murakami. I got like halfway through and I really am enjoying it. I was afraid because at some point I thought it was dragging a bit and that it wasn't really interesting, but I was wrong. It's getting more and more interesting, and there's some really good passages if you are someone who likes writing or someone who wants to be a novelist as a profession. He's really targeting novelists in this one, like he's really like coming at you. So I really have been enjoying this one. I really have been enjoying this one. I don't know why no one else is talking about this book because it's just released and it's Haruki Murakami, but maybe in a few weeks people will start remembering that this came out. I don't know. Yeah, it's very weird to me because I see a lot of Haruki Murakami fans and no one is talking about this book. His nonfiction is really good too, so I'm very confused. Then we have Saga Volume 10. This was amazing. I tabbed some passages. I don't know if you can see that. I really love this graphic novel series. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm really excited that it's gonna be continued. And yeah, it's very heartfelt. It has a lot to do with race, marginalized group, but it's obviously in a space setting, and it's not like marginalized people as we know them in our society. Obviously they have different, you know, some of them they have wings, some of them have horns, some of them have powers, etc. So I really enjoy this one. I enjoy following Hazel's story. Hazel is the narrator and she's examining her entire life story and getting her insight as an adult versus what's happening to her life when she's a kid is really interesting. It's actually kind of heartbreaking because, you know, the childlike innocence and hope versus the adult-like voice of like, well, that's not exactly what's gonna happen. A lot of bad shit is to come, but I make it through, you know, like, and I really love that. I really love Hazel, and yeah, I love the whole story. I love her mom, and I love everything about this series, and I can't wait to read more because there's always more than one plot. You follow Hazel's life, but there's so many things that like interconnect because of Hazel, because Hazel is mixed race, and the idea of Hazel is an idea. So if she survives and if she's at the forefront of this war that they have between all the planets, and especially between I think it's the Landfallen and I don't remember the other group, but yeah, between the where her dad comes from and where her mom comes from, then this might change the dynamic that is going on, right? This might push more people to, you know, intermingle and find peace and have more mixed race babies, but no one wants that. No one in the other planets and no one from their planet want that. So everyone is out to kill Hazel and the idea of Hazel. So very interesting, and I think we're gonna see a lot of revolution coming forth in the next few graphic novels. and I can't wait. So that's kind of what I read in November and in this reading vlog. And then I also got this book that I wanted to read in this reading vlog, but I didn't have the time because most of November I didn't spend it reading, and then I started reading. And yeah, so I'm gonna open this, and it's a very exciting book, and I think I might be reading it on the next vlog, but I'm not gonna make any promises that I can't keep. So the book that's in here is Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake, and it's the author of the Atlas 6, and this is a love story. Apparently it's a love story, but it's like a toxic relationship love story. It's a very short book, so I might actually read it. So her books were all self-published through Amazon, and she got so much traction because of the Atlas 6 that now all of her books are getting republished with a publisher, and all the self-published novels are getting taken down. So I was actually sad because I really liked the cover of the self-published book, and I really wanted to get it in the last few months, but it's been gone, like totally gone, so I had to pre-order this one. But I really love the cover. It's beautiful, it's stunning, I love the blue. I'm gonna read briefly the blurb, and then I'll make a decision if I'm going to be reading it. So it says here, two people meet in the Art Institute by chance. Prior to the encounter, he's a doctoral student who managed his destructive thoughts with compulsive calculations about time travel. She is a bipolar counterfeit artist undergoing court-ordered psychotherapy. By the end of the story, these things will be true, but this is not a story about endings. For Reagan, people are predictable and tedious, including and perhaps especially herself. She copes with the dreariness of existence by living impulsively, imagining a new alternate timeline being created in the wake of every rash decision. To Aldo, the world feels disturbingly chaotic. He gets through his days by erecting a wall of routine, a backbeat of rules and formulas that keep him going. Without them, the entire framework of his existence would collapse. For Reagan and Aldo, life has been a matter of resigning themselves to the blueprints of inevitability until the two meet. Could 6 conversations with a stranger be the variable that shakes up an entire simulation? So yeah, this seems really cool. I'm really into the concept, and honestly I resonate with both Reagan and Aldo because I'm literally so chaotic, but I'm also so structured. So I don't know if that's just being someone with ADHD and other things going on in my head, but anyways, yeah, I think this one is going to be an amazing book, and I think I will read it in the next vlog, so look forward for the next vlog. But I want to read it quickly because then we're going to go into Christmas season and holiday season, so hopefully I can make it quickly to this one. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. These were all the November releases I got and the ones that I read and enjoyed and love, and hopefully I'm going to be on top of my games in the next few months with releases because I'm trying not to buy as many books. The book hauls that you will be still seeing in the next year is like book hauls that I filmed and never posted or edited, and book hauls that I'm still working on in my room. So that's one thing to consider, so take it easy on me. I know I bought a lot of books this year, but it's been the hardest year of my life, and I really needed that push to survival, my kind of survival. Anyways, that's enough rambling. I will see you soon with the next video. As always, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. All readers and non-readers are more than welcome on my channel. My goal here is to help inspire you to read more books and to help find your next favorite book. If I can do that, then I've accomplished my goals, so let me know. If not, it's okay, we'll still work on it, and hopefully you still stick around. And what else did I want to say? Yes, every link is down below. Links to my other channel where I make educational content, links to the channel where I make writing content, and links to the books mentioned. Everything that you could possibly find, the freelancing stuff that I do, all of it is down below as usual. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but just in case I get new people following me and interested in seeing what's going on and what's happening, what do I do for a living, etc. There's also a email associated down below because I've been getting that message quite a few times with people asking me how they can collaborate or talk to me directly. So this email, Instagram, everything is down below. Just don't forget to check. Alright? Okay. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next book video. Bye.